Hello everyone, welcome back to our series on writing optimized Dockerfiles. So we're currently on the part 8 of optimizing the Dockerfile, and this is by using arguments to change runtime versions. Okay, first let's check our version 8. It's empty, so let's copy everything from version 7, everything here into our version 8, and then we will cd into directory 8. Okay, now let's examine the Docker file. Alright, as it stands, we are using Golang 1.21 Alpine as our base image. Okay, the question is, what if someone else wants to use a different version of Golang, let's say 1.22, 1.23 or whatever? Okay, what then happens? Then the person would have to come in here manually and change this version of Golang, which is very inconveniencing. Okay, so we are going to use build arguments to create a placeholder for the version such that another person can build the same Docker images, but they can specify their own version of the Go base image. Okay, and they will do that by specifying it in the build command right in the terminal, so that it's not so fixed that you have to come here and edit everything. Alright, so let's see how you edit that. This will definitely make life easier. Okay. Alright, so instead of this, I'm going to use the arg command. Arg is basically for arguments. Okay, like that. So you use it to specify an argument. Now our current argument here is for the version of Go, so let's call it go_version. Right, of course our current version is 1.21, and so from this argument we can write from, just like the command up here. Okay, write Golang, instead of the 1.21 Alpine, we've specified it here as a version. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this variable and I'll put it in a placeholder like this. Forgot something here. You need a $sign right here. Now this still has to be Alpine. Okay, so any other Alpine version is fine as base. So this line and that line now comes in to replace this first line right here. Okay, alright, so we can remove this line. So that this is how our Dockerfile now looks, and we haven't changed much. Right, so let's save this, and then I'm gonna remove the Docker images that we created earlier. Okay, so I removed both together. It's gone. And now take, for instance, I want to build my Docker images using a different version. The current version we have in there is 1.21 Alpine. Before we do that, I'll go to my browser. Let's go to Docker Hub. and I'll search for Golang. Okay, and then tags, and then we look at Alpine. Okay, so all these versions of Alpine are available. You see 3.20. This one is just Alpine. 1.22, 1.22, Alpine 3. So there are so many different versions of Alpine. Alright, we are currently using 1.21 Alpine, which is this one. Now this looks like a bit older, even though they are still maintaining it. There was a push only 6 days ago, but let's see if you can use a newer Alpine. Let's use 1.22 Alpine. So I'm gonna build it, Docker build, bring it in here, build arg, and then you use parentheses. Now the variable in the Docker file we use go_version, right? So you specify go_version equals the version that you want to use this time. You want to use 1.22, right? So 1.22, and then you can leave the command looks okay. Yeah, you can build it. Good. So that was successful. We do the same thing but this time for the server. So again for the server. Okay, so it's done. Let's do Docker images, and we can clearly see our two new Docker images right there. Okay, and we built that using the Golang version 1.22, even though 1.21 was specified in our Docker file. Okay, so in the build command, which looks like this, if you don't specify this Go version with the build argument, it's just going to use the 1.21 version to build your Docker image for you. Okay, alright, but at least it provides some flexibility for someone that wants to use a different version of Go language to build a Docker image. Okay, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for even more videos. Okay, thank you.